coming quick, bro.
Damn.
It's coming quick. Hopefully, motherfuckers don't blow the shit up before I get there.
Yeah, that'll be fucked up. Views from the Chair podcast.
Oh man, views from the chair.
Oh man, snow day for you, or no? How's that work for you?
What's a snow day, bro?
I mean, I guess are there snow days when people work remote anymore?
No, no, bro. Most of my calls are off the computer, off the web call. You know, majority of my conversations in life now are like this.
That's fucked up.
It's kind of crazy if you think about it, right? Like majority of like the people I know, like new people I know, like probably like 60% of the new conversations I have in life, if not more, are like from virtually face to face. It's weird to think about because I be knowing these motherfuckers too. You know what's crazy though, bro? Is like one thing I learned is like you don't know who's tall or not from web chats.
Yeah.
That's one thing you can't gauge. Like you cannot gauge height. Like weight a little bit, like some stuff, but like height you can't gauge at all.
Yeah.
It's impossible. So like sometimes I meet somebody on a John and then like I meet them in person, I'm like, damn, they're like 4 inches shorter than what I thought. Or like 2 inches taller than what I thought. Or like maybe a little heavier. But like, yeah, that shit is crazy. But I'm still not drinking, bro. I got so much fucking free time these days. It's too much. It's too much.
I just took a sip. I think I might have overpoured. That was a little strong.
All right, bro. You don't got to glue. All right.
Hey, man, that's a good
drink. Fucking day 16 of sober January. I'm dying for a fucking drink. I'm smoking these all natural, non-nicotine vapes over here. They don't do the trick.
Yeah.
they don't do the fucking trick. I'll tell you that much.
CBD.
I tell you, that shit ain't CBD either. That shit is fucking
it's like
CBD. Fucking palm trees, dog. It ain't nothing over here. I mean, they taste good though. I'll give them that. They taste good. That ain't shit though. I'll tell you this. These shits came in last week. I was smoking them. I'm like, all right, yeah, it's a nicotine addiction.
Hey,
I'm addicted to nicotine.
At least you can admit what's going on.
Yeah, I mean that's half of it, right? I'm not going to do nothing about it. I'm getting right back on the vapes. This shit ain't it, bro. I've been smoking these shits a whole week. And it's just shit ain't it, bro.
Oh man, action-packed weekend, chill weekend. How was it?
Man, I'm sober, bro. I don't have shit to do. I'm sober now. That shit is nothing to me. Like I went golfing on Saturday. This is the downside of having white friends now, right? Remember when I didn't really have that many white friends? Those were the good days, bro. Those were the good days. Like, fucking, that was a good time in my life. Cause like I would get into some nut shit, but I wouldn't get into nut shit. Like I'm golfing on Saturday. Mind you, we're all sober. Everybody I golf with. It's 30. It's supposed to be 50 degrees.
Yeah.
But nobody looks at the wind chill. The wind chill is like negative 15. So it really feels like it's 35 out. It's windy as a motherfucker. And then it starts raining a little bit. So I'm sitting outside with this dumbass portable heater. Outside, it's raining and it's windy as shit. And I'm looking around at the boys like, that we really about to do this?
Right.
This whole 3, like we about to keep playing? Let's just give it another 10. Let's give it another 20 minutes, yo. Like, yo, come on, like let's just do it. I don't really care. Like, this is the worst time of my fucking life.
No drink, no yak, no vape.
No drink, no. Give me a Capone at this point, dog. Yeah. Like I'm soaking wet, it's cold as a motherfucker, and I got this little dumbass heater, and I'm not playing good, because who would? Well, yeah, I ended up playing the whole time, and then I done had so much time, bro. I've been. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy, bro. So you don't realize how much time you have when you're not like smoking or drinking or anything, bro. I was scrubbing my shower. I did the steam clean for that shit. I was steaming my floors. This shit's bro. I've been cooking recipes off Instagram.
Hey man, that's where I'm at with it nowadays.
I've been going crazy. I've been going crazy. Friday, I went to the store. I made some crab cakes, which I'll never do again. Because, you ever buy your ingredients for crab cakes, it costs more to make them shits than to buy.
Yeah. Especially if you use an imitation crab.
No, you go get the lump shit. The lump shit right off the rip, $20.
The lump shit alone is where the money go.
At $20 at least. Then you gotta go get some breadcrumbs. You gotta get all these little different ingredients and shit. Motherfucker, I'm at Acme. Mind you, I might have got like 2 other things that wasn't on the joint. I looked like that shit was $70, dog. 70. I could have went and got some fucking a whole seafood platter.
Fucked you up, man.
Fucked me up. And then I come back. You come back Saturday. I don't got shit to do again, so I'm at Acme getting
back-to-back trips to the grocery store. That's some old head shit.
Bro, I cooked some crazy shit on Saturday. Man, look, I don't fucking know. I got nothing.
I go to the fucking grocery store every day and shit. Yeah, I gotta get my food. Gotta get my meal.
I like cooking though. There's nothing better when you make a night like the Saturday shit, like the crab cake shit was alright. And Saturday I had like this little like chicken shit, John, and then it was amazing. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. Sometimes I think about it, I'm like, y'all really do a lot of things really good. It's just that's it.
Oh, that was the end of the thought.
No, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
I got nothing
with that. Yeah, man.
How's your weekend, man?
I didn't get into much. I had a real old head weekend. Got home Saturday. It was one of them moments like you just said, you in the house bored as shit. So just took the fam out. You familiar with the Second and Charles store?
Second and Charles?
Yeah.
It's a bookstore, right?
I guess you could say that's an everything store.
I thought it was a bookstore.
Kind of putting it on blast. I shouldn't have. It's one of the places, when you find a spot and you just try to keep it on the low.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of them type spots. Like they got all the vinyls and they still sell CDs, they still sell DVDs, all that types of shit. But they do got hella books in there. But went there, spent a little money. Ain't do much shit Saturday. Started getting into some more Netflix shit. Started watching True Detective finally after you told me watch it years ago.
Nice, man.
Tuned into that shit. Then a day, we had the fucking snow day, and I was officially again an old head. I know I'm an old head because yesterday after I got off, I went straight to Walmart. I'm like, okay, it's gonna snow tomorrow, so let me go get the ice and the shovel prepared for the house. So I'm the guy outside the crib and shit, or not the ice, salt in the fucking sidewalk, salt in the steps and shit. This morning you gotta get up, shovel everything out, salt the shit. Yeah, man. Then you talking to your neighbors while they outside. Shit is funny, but I'm like, damn, I'm really like transitioning to that old head. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, I was trying. It was nice. Yeah, it was nice last night. I liked when it snowed and shit.
Yeah,
I'd be liking to do some white shit every once in a while. They're like, I'm trying to get my girl outside. I'm like, let's go take a walk. It's nice and snowing. She like, it's snowing out. Why would we take a walk?
I ain't gonna lie.
It's like light snow. It's like a nice moonlight. Like you take a stroll, like a little stroll. Am I freaky?
Nah, you want some movie shit too.
You
want some romantic movie shit. Fuck out of here. I see where you was trying to take it, but fuck that.
Because, bro, like you gotta think, like when it's snowing, it's not that cold when it's actually snowing. Like it gets colder when it stops. So I'm like, let's take a nice little walk. It's like 8 o'clock. It's dark out, but it's bright because the moon's reflecting off the white snow on the ground, right?
Yeah. Look,
he wasn't going for that shit. She's like, fuck you. It's cold outside. Why would we go? It's like cold and wet, and like you don't watch no movies, yo. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. I was about to say that shit straight out of a movie and shit.
That shit fire, bro. And there's fucking like a custom Instagram recipe on the stove ready to go. It's a whole vibe. Hey, here I am, dog, acting like a bitch.
Hot chocolate on the walk and shit. Let's go for a walk.
Yeah, like fucking like little hot cocoa to go.
A little marshmallow on top. Got it.
Little tea with honey and shit ready to go. Whatever, bro. Don't knock it until you try it. That's what I always try to tell you.
I know a lot of people would like. A lot of women would probably like that, but yeah. At the time, I asked like something that like sound good. Like, yeah, when it's snowing, one day we should do that. But then when it actually happened, like, man, fuck that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Take a little stroll, dog.
Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds
good.
Stroll.
Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you, and not I didn't bring it up beforehand, but California is banning tackle football. How you feel about that?
Is that real?
Yeah, kids under 12, it's getting ready to be passed through.
I ain't gonna lie. It's seeming like California is the most progressive state in the country.
Oh, it always has been. Yeah,
They talking about reparations.
there we
They
go.
just passed the law to where as though jobs can't piss test you
Swag.
for marijuana while you're on the clock. You have
Two
to
for
find a
two.
new way to figure it out.
2 for 2.
Damn, what was the other shit they did? But shit, that on top of no tackle football before 12, I'm kind of opposed to it, but I get they looking out for the safety, so I can't really knock it.
You know what would be a fun idea for like a skit one day?
Mm.
Like I could just follow you around with a camera, and you can go up to every white person you know and ask them how they feel about reparations.
That would be hilarious. We can actually just do that with random people. That would be hilarious.
I would just really like to see those.
We didn't have this on the docket, but I would be curious to what would white people be opposed to that for?
Oh,
If it doesn't affect them at all.
It's one of those conversations like I don't like you have what you don't have, and like I'm pretty like I don't think I've ever heard like maybe I'm talking out of my ass here, like I don't know, but I feel like I don't know anybody that's like super for it.
I would just want to know why somebody would be opposed to it.
I've stopped like let's just do it.
My whole thing is you don't know where your tax money going already as is. So I mean, it sounds like it's just hate.
Like fuck that,
It
yo.
sounds like hate. Like fuck that. You just gonna give them a quarter? You gonna give them a 25,000? Nothing. Get a free stimmy.
I would love if you just went up to every white person you know, just be like, "Yo, how do you feel about reparations?"
The funny shit is, I would hope it wouldn't turn out like the Boondocks episode. So they was just wilding.
How did that go?
Oh, they were just spending their money on bullshit.
Oh, yeah, like the Chappelle Show.
Yeah, Chappelle Show episode where they did that shit. Yeah, man, that would be funny as shit. We might have to
that would crack me up. I'm really trying to think. Like, that would be interesting. But yeah, so California's banning youth football tackle under 12. And you know I love that shit.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, as far as I know, I don't know anybody that was critically injured playing football from a youth up until high school. I mean, majority of people's football careers end at high school. So I don't really know. I mean, granted, there's CTE, which I guess we can't detect until somebody's dead, but I don't know anybody that had like a lingering injury or I broke my hip when I was 8 and I walk funny for the rest of my life. Like I know there are stories like that, but in stories where people get paralyzed, but I don't know too many. I don't know any of them personally, and I played from 7 to 13, and then just played my senior year in high school. So I played a good amount of 7 years of football.
Should we even care about CTE?
Again, I like the realistic part of me says no, but the like human part of me is like, if y'all looking out, y'all looking out. If y'all feel like y'all know what's best, then y'all know what's best. And yeah, Johnny just made a great point. Instead of getting CTE, kids gonna break their necks because they don't know how to tackle. So I couldn't imagine you being 13, not knowing how to tackle, and somebody running at you full speed and you lower your head and your neck break, then you really paralyzed. So that shit might be more dangerous that way.
Like the small amount of people that get like CTE or like a large amount playing football as a profession. It's like I'm sure there's I guess there's risk with every job you have. I'm sure there's a higher I think the highest suicide rate is air traffic controlman. But like you're not gonna go to a crazy extent to be like, oh, don't be an air traffic control man, because it's such a small population and like people know what they are when they sign up for it.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see. I see the hard
should kids
part.
be doing like, oh, how common is CTE though? Like that's where I'm not like hip to it. Like if they're saying now like if you play tackle football for 8 years or 6 years, then more than likely you're gonna have some kind of effect on your brain. Then yeah, outlaw that shit because little 10-year-olds don't be needing to tackle each other anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's the same way I wouldn't say them little motherfuckers need to be boxing or kickboxing either.
Yeah, from my experience, football player as far as CTE go, I'm not sure what the symptoms of it are, but like I said, I only played my senior year in high school, and I could see a drastic difference of how football players acted to how basketball players acted, and not even just a sense of the cool word or whatever. Like, no, these motherfuckers is a little more reckless than the average person. Like, everybody in basketball ain't diving for that loose ball. It's the wild dude. Like, oh shit, this motherfucker died.
Mr. Patrick Beverleys.
Yeah. So imagine a league full of a team full of Patrick Beverleys. Because if you playing football, you know the risk. You you might get hurt, you might get smacked, and all it takes is one good hit to let you know, like, all right, either I'm going to do this or I'm not. And I feel like 13, it's a little late in the game to be finding that shit out. You could find that shit out real early at 7, 8, and be like, this ain't for me, and go on your way and don't even fuck around with the shit.
Yeah, I don't know. They must have some kind of wild reports in California that say like 1 out of every 4 football players has irreversible brain damage by the time they're 18. If there's a case like that, more power to it. I don't fucking know though. Is it more dangerous to play football than it is to be like a BMX bike rider or a skateboarder? I don't know, but like I guess if you tackling all the time, you're just banging your motherfucking head into shit. Or why don't did they just pass a law where they have to wear those crazy helmets?
That too, yeah. Make them wear the fucking padding on their head, on the helmet until the age of 12. I mean, I don't know too many skateboarders, but I think I know like 3 that all of them said they broke their shit. They broke something. I don't know too many football players that broke bones.
You think like the people that be coaching the little league teams, like they coach and like in their mind they be like, I'm gonna fuck some of like the moms.
I don't think they go into it with it, but I feel like over time it's like a thing, probably.
I'm sure there's quite a few like they go into it like I'm about to go.
That would definitely be the coach that don't know what the fuck they doing, because
they know what they do.
I was coaching like a year ago. That wasn't even a thought, even though I had a girl. But
you already had a girl, bro. That shit was too late.
It still wasn't like a thought. Like, I didn't think nobody there was doing it for that. Now, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Fuck that.
For sure. Yeah, if I'm a single dad, I got my son on the team, and now I'm coaching his mad single moms and shit. I'm rolling.
Yeah, they do that shit.
Yeah. I'm rolling.
Yeah.
No, that and teachers.
I bet now I'm thinking about the coaches, and I'm like, this person was doing that. That person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yeah, like the little league coaches know what the fuck they doing, and that's why a lot of times it'd be like the one head coach who's like married and got a son and shit, and then they be having assistants.
Yeah,
the assistants don't got too much responsibility. They just encourage the kids. You know, they look nice to the kids, and then they take the moms down, dog. I bet you
off the strength you get in the number, because you got to be in contact.
Oh yeah, you got to. Yeah,
you see them at least twice a week, at least minimum.
And you just don't be aggressive. You let it come to you.
That's a sick game right there.
Let it come to you, dog. Don't even be aggressive. Don't worry, I'll pick them up for practice.
That's a sick game. Yeah, where you leave the address? Okay.
I'll drop them off. You good? Yeah. Don't even rush, yo. You straight. Don't even rush, yo. Yeah. Don't even rush. That, I bet you teachers fucking clean up too.
Oh, they probably go crazy.
Yeah, I bet you teachers of like young kids probably clean up. Like elementary school teachers at the PTA meetings probably go nuts.
Yeah. And I've heard the story about cops as well. That's they get down. I
imagine the cops probably do go crazy.
That's they get down. That's from my understanding.
See, but it's a little freakier when the cops do it. Because there's a little
same thing. You just in your position, and you like, I got some authority. Anybody with some authority, a coach, a teacher.
Yeah, I think,
I got a little authority, man. You try to switch it around, and
I guess you're right.
I
The
mean,
cop shit is tricky though, because if the cops pull a bitch over, and she end up giving up the pussy, she got to give up the pussy like in a separate scenario. She can't just give it up on spot though.
And not on
You
spot,
can't
but
pull,
after
you,
the shit.
you can't pull a girl over and say you a speeder and her be like, "Oh, what's up, handsome?"
Yeah,
Because
all
now
right.
if that shit caught on their body cam though, I know, but that's why I'm saying it's tricky because that's a charge.
Yeah, but it's definitely easy to say, oh, I'll let you go with this one. And yeah, oh, thank you, officer, and slide a little number or something.
No,
Oh,
one of the ladies I used to work with, her husband was a cop. He pulled her over, and that's how they ended up getting married.
You know what I'm saying? They
That
know
should
what
be
they doing.
happening. That should
They
be
know.
happening. Cops are crazy though.
Yeah,
Cops,
yeah.
motherfuckers. Cops is crazy. Now you know who's probably the craziest. The military motherfuckers is the craziest because them. You
Nah,
know, like it's a stereotype how they really get married quick. That should be happening. They be
they
getting
do.
married quick as a motherfucker. And I be thinking it's because they want more money and shit. But I just think that's the lifestyle over there. Like everybody married, so they just be meeting a bitch and marrying them. Boom,
Mm-hmm.
boom, boom, right off the rip.
They be wanting the love, man. They be
Yeah,
looking
they need
for
the
it.
love. They need the love.
Yeah, that's part of the reason they go.
Yeah, they need the acceptance, the reassurance.
Yeah,
Now I'm military. I'm a husband. I got a kid. That military, and then military wise, y'all ain't shit.
it's a
Because
crazy get down.
they be fucking as soon as
It's
you
a
go.
crazy get down.
As soon as you go.
They have no leash. It's not saying that
Nothing.
and the men or women, there's no leash.
Even the best behaved ones, you got to think like, motherfucker, if you go on a real deployment, you go on like 8 months, a year.
Yeah.
Even if you got the best bitch in the world, she not gonna have some temptation.
All it takes is a little temptation.
She gonna be flirting at the bare minimum.
At the minimum.
What level? What's if your girl makes out with somebody, you're breaking up with them, right?
Yeah, that's a dub.
Okay. Yeah. I was trying to think, like, is there any level of cheat I would tolerate? I was thinking about that shit the other day. I'm like, no.
Yeah, because this is just like at that moment, it's like the stomach turn, and you like,
you need out with somebody?
Yeah, nah, yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Once the stomach turns, it's kind of like, all right, this is.
It's over. Then you start looking at them crazy and shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at you different.
And then you're not believing that it was just that either.
Yeah, no, because come on. Yeah.
No, you're not believing it's just that.
Now, we're not even romantic. I'm spite fucking you. I'm not into that.
Yeah. Yeah. you just hit until you like, all right, I'm tired of this.
Oh, that shit is crazy. Most stuff said Drake's a cornball. How do you feel about
that? More specifically, he said Drake ain't hip hop. He said his music is like Target. It's just too many options. What is his fans really getting out of his music? We could go back to the main topic. Is he hip hop? Drake is hip hop.
Yeah.
Is his music hip hop? Not all of it, no. But I'm pretty sure it's kind of crazy to say that he can't spit. Pause. Because that motherfucker can rap. And you kind of a hater if you say he can't rap. Now, all the extra shit that people knock him for, I never defend that shit because that just ain't everybody twist. Everybody not here to hear somebody say they're the best rapper, but they singing on half the album. I get that. But to say he's not hip hop, it's a little wild. You agree or?
I think that Drake hate's becoming so much that it's having the opposite effect.
And that is?
It's irritating now. It's corny. And they even do the singing shit. Like, motherfuckers used to talk about Lauryn Hill and the fucking Fugees as like the epitome of hip hop. And that shit's mostly sing rap. So I don't really get the whole, like, what the fuck is hip hop? Is Future hip hop?
I guess in that sense of him saying that is, what are you getting from it? And I understood that part because when I get a J, when I get a Nip, when I even a Currency or a Larry June, Meek, I feel like I get something out of it. Like I'm getting his message. If somebody asks you what's Drake's message, what's his message?
But does all hip hop have to be a message?
I think when you just asked the question, what is hip hop? I feel like, yeah, there's a message in hip hop.
But I didn't think it started out as a message-driven shit. Like, yeah, some rappers have like
Probably
very vivid storytellings and messages, but a lot of that shit was feel-good, bop around dance music.
But if you think about it, the first big hip hop song was The Message.
I thought the first big hip hop song was Sugar Hill Gang.
I would say The Message.
Sugar Hill Gang's a way bigger song than The Message.
What's the Sugar Hill Gang song?
The hip, the hop, the hippy dibby, hip hop, it won't stop. That's it.
I don't know
the first big hip hop song. That's the first big hip hop song, bro. So I'm saying if that's what they started with, and I know there's like a little conundrum about that because they didn't write it and whatnot. But I don't think everything has to be message driven or every form of hip hop's not. That's not what everybody wants out of shit. Just like rock and roll is some shit, some ballad message driven shit, and some shit is shake your fucking head music.
Nah, we gotta go with The Message, dog. That's 82. Sugar Hill Gang.
Gotta be 70s.
But yeah, to me, I feel like this shit comes with a message as far as telling a story, getting a message across. Just yeah, I don't know if. Okay, so your favorite rapper would be who? Okay, let's say I don't know if he's your favorite rapper, Mac. Do you feel like you got something out of Mac? Like he did something for you, right?
I love Mac Miller, but Mac Miller also has songs like but this is the shit where you argue off like logic and feelings. Most of my shit that I like out of rap music is feeling driven, emotion driven. But Mac has songs where it's like the Loud song was one of his big songs off the album, and all that shit is I like my music real loud, real loud. So like all his music.
What song do you like more though? Like personally, like
most of his songs I really like
to you.
Yeah, but that shit, a lot of that shit's melodic driven too. Is that still hip hop? Is it hip hop if it's like singing?
A little technical difficulty, but yeah. So like I said with Mac, what songs hit more for you? The ones with a message, or when he's saying something, or the Donald Trump songs?
I fucking hate that Donald Trump song.
I'm saying one of his biggest songs.
But bro, but this is the shit is like I like emotionally driven music and I like shit with a message and I like thought-provoking stuff. But that just because that's what I like, am I the one that qualifies what hip hop is?
I mean, if we talking about Mos Def, I'm not really gonna question his definition of hip hopdom. You feel me? Like that's hip hop to the core, and that's a lot of people's early introduction to rap is the Mos Def era.
But are we saying Drake steps out of the hip hop shit because all of his music doesn't include a message? Because we can't say that he definitely has message driven music.
I mean, as big as a Drake fan that I am, I'm not saying that Drake gives me a message.
Not every song.
I'm name one where he gave me a message. He give me some fly shit. He talk his cool shit, but as far as messages, man, I don't have like a message that Drake is trying to get across to me.
I thought his whole little last EP where it was straight rap beats was all like message driven shit, storytelling rap.
It was good rap, but again, where is the message in the rap?
If we're going like, what's the message then? If storytelling's not message, then it has to be like if we're going by that guideline, what's rap? Who's the hip hop? Who's hip hop right now?
Who's hip hop? Kendrick Lamar is hip hop.
He hasn't he drops once every 4 years.
But I mean, he just dropped last year and
Kendrick.
J. Cole is hip hop.
That's two.
I would say Meek Mill is hip hop. I would say.
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know how you can say Meek and not Drake.
We not comparing Meek and Drake. It's no way.
I think Drake has just as much song. I don't even know When's the last time we heard Meek do a fucking middle of the summer or Love Don't Live Here? Like he doesn't even rap like that anymore.
I mean, Meek ain't dropped since what, 2020? I ain't shout out to Paris Austin. I ain't trying to name too many older guys, but those is perfect examples. He named Black Thought and the Locks. But I mean, I'm thinking as far as right now.
Paris, what's up, buddy? I hated the fact that I saw you in there once we started the hip hop conversation because I already knew where you were going with it. I already know where you were going, Larry.
Even Larry June, Currency. They hip hop to me. They stick to what they doing.
But that's one kind of hip hop.
I just named like 4 different dudes.
But I don't understand how party music isn't hip hop. Like it's 21 Savage.
I'm not saying party music ain't. 21 is hip hop.
All right, then Drake is hip hop. If there's different subgenres of hip hop,
look, I said Drake is hip hop.
So I'm confused with what's happening.
I get what Mos Def is saying because he does. It's like he 50-50. Like he do a lot of the other shit.
Dude, but this shit is like Mos Def, like more power to him, perspective school and whatnot. Mm. But if something's around long enough, it evolves into multiple subgenres. And that's where rap is now.
I feel like that's the disconnect with that generation and this generation is we haven't distinct we haven't made
been around 50 years now, and there's multiple subgenres of hip hop.
And that's the problem.
Multiple. So everything doesn't fall into message driven. Everything doesn't fall into reality rap. Everything doesn't fall into party rap. Some shit they have horror rap now. Like it's the same shit where rock went from pretty much country to soft rock to heavy metal to alternate rock to emo rock to 15 different fucking rock and roll types to where you couldn't even tell. Like when I was working at the rock and roll station, there was different rock and roll stations for rock. You couldn't even play classic rock on alt rock.
I think the best thing I could do or say in this moment is it's a lot of rap, but it ain't a lot of hip hop. If that makes sense. There's a lot of rap, but it ain't a lot of hip hop. Hip hop is as a whole, that may cover a lot. And we do just throw rap in with hip hop because when hip hop is involved, majority of the time there's rapping. But I feel like when we talking hip hop, it's a swag, it's a way of talking, it's people want to be like this. Now I may be wrong, but I don't know too many people want to be like Drake as far as how he dresses or how he talks or that.
You're ridiculous, bro.
Maybe.
There's a generation under us that wants to be Drake.
In what capacity, though?
They think he's fly. They think he's swag. They think how he talks is cool. They think his personality is funny.
How many times have you seen somebody wearing Drake sneak? I haven't.
How many times have you seen on Xbox or Instagram, OVO so-and-so?
That's what I'm saying. He bigger, though. That's bigger than hip-hop. Like, Drake, I get what Mos is saying as far as he ain't hip-hop. Even though I disagree and say that he is, because he does, especially early Drake, man. Like, early Drake is when I was like, damn, this motherfucker might be a top 10 or top 5 all time until the fucking Quentin Miller shit came.
If you want to look at it and say that rap is one thing and hip-hop is pretty much rap in its purest form, then I'm thinking of hip-hop as fucking... I'm trying to think of like a good example of like the Backpackers a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, even you could look at Kanye. Kanye early, straight hip-hop.
Like if we're looking at fucking Common and Kanye and how Asher Roth used to make his music after he went pop, and all these different guys are like fucking Charles Hamilton and like that little wave. Like if that's what we're talking about hip hop, then that's fine. But it's a very small hip hop. Yeah, Wale was good for a while. Yeah,
that's hip hop. But to say he's not is, and I mean, just a little backstory. I was listening to another podcast yesterday, maybe. And they were saying that Drake did throw a shot at Mos as far as I guess people was critiquing his album, and he was like, next time have bad bitches review my album instead of the head of the Most Def fan club. So I feel like a little bit of the spice came from that as well. And as far as Most Def, aka Yasin Bey, is concerned, I don't know the last time we really heard him in the solo sense. Because I mean, you look at Andre 3000, I put him in a category like that. Like, we know you're talented, but you just don't.
Yeah, I never liked Most Def's rhymes, but I know he can rap, but it's just not.
I ain't mad at that.
I just never liked his flow. I like Common. I always like Common.
And I'm flip floppy with that. I like Most. I don't. I never like. I don't know why. I don't know if it was tone or whatever, but I just couldn't get with Common.
Yeah, I always like Common's flow. Some funny randomly. I guess I'll say that for random thoughts. 21 Savage. We were just talking about his album. Did you get a chance to listen yet?
I did. And you were saying what? We talked Friday or Saturday?
Yeah.
That might be his best shit, and I'm right with you right there.
I don't even know if it's a mic. It's for sure his best. I've been listening to it since it came out. Yeah,
that shit is crazy.
It's good. It's good all around, and it's good on multiple aspects. Like, it's good. Like, the bars are kind of good, which is weird. Like, he's actually good at rapping now. That's the weirdest shit. If you've been listening to 21 Savage and Slaughter Gang and shit like that, like, you got what you like. You like 21 because who he was, and like his delivery was aggressive, and you knew what you were getting out of it. And now he's making actually good rap music.
Yep.
With like a themed album. And it's not just one thing, like it flowed together. It's been a while since I listened to an album straight through, and I'm like going to it. I'm like, right off the rip, the intro's cool, and then the second song coming off the little interlude, John, is fire. The beat's dope. The production's crazy on that shit. He's got another solo song back to back, fire. And then the Doja Cat shit comes on, and the Doja Cat song is fucking heat, dog.
Yeah,
that shit is hot, and she's hot. That's the weird shit about Doja. I be telling people that she's a weird girl. She is fucking fire, dog. She can rap. Like, she is good.
Yeah.
The Dirk song's fire.
I would literally just be echoing you. The Dirk shit was insane. My favorite one is probably the Letter to Thug. That shit was fucking insane. Breaking that whole thing down. The intro to the second song on the album was crazy. 21 know what he doing, and we could take it back to the Drake thing. He just did an album with this nigga. So who in 21, if he just go off of like, okay, I see what Drake doing with this rap shit. I know I'm not about to do all this singing shit, but I could take what he doing with this rap shit and keep it because it didn't sound like 21 was doing something that we didn't expect him to be doing. It was like, oh shit, yeah, this 21 ain't what we thought we was going to hear, but it's like, this is better than what we thought we was going to hear. And he's not going outside the box to be something that he's not.
It's the second time he's done it to me. Pause.
Yeah, I mean, the first time, we all liked the album. I wasn't overly like, oh shit. But this one, I'm kind of like, oh shit.
Well, it's like the expectations keep going up. The first time he dropped that album, I thought it was going to be a lot of like X-Bitch and like fucking Slaughter Gang and all that type shit. And then a lot comes on. And then the album's actually good. The rest of the album's good. It's super good production. It's fucking Out for Night. Gunsmoke was fire. All My Friends was good. Ball Without You was a really good song. Monster was a good song. Letter to Mama was a good song. For Life was a good song. So like it had all this good production and whatnot. And then I'm thinking with this album, it's going to be the same thing. Solid raps, hard delivery, good beats. And he comes out with a fucking theme album.
Yeah.
It's like that's not what I was expecting. A theme album that's really well done and accompanied with marketing of a potential movie, if it's a movie or not. Either way, it's a fucking good way to roll out an album.
And another underrated thing that I heard on a different podcast as well was the shit was only 50 minutes.
It's easy to listen to.
Good, clean listen. You're not spending the whole day listening. You're not like, fuck, this shit too long. I'm going to listen to this shit later. Like, You like by the time it's over, you like, damn, that's it. Then you run that shit back and you like, okay, this is digestible music. I could listen to this. I could chill with this.
It's
I can
easy
rock.
to listen to.
Yeah, great
It's a good
album.
album.
One man. Shout
I
out.
don't know if I've ever seen like the progression in an artist, a more unexpected progression in an artist than 21 Savage.
No, I mean I thought we was getting it from Baby, Little Baby. That is, that shit got a little stagnant. I remember thinking Travis. The last one I liked it initially, but then it was like, okay, this is cool, but Kodak, I thought he was gonna be. Granted, he is a huge artist, but I thought it was going to go a different direction.
My Kodak does it, and he has the bars, but he's a J.
Yeah, Kodak does random shit like you'll be like, "Oh shit, you doing interludes on a Kendrick album," and then he drops.
You listen to Kodak's album, like I listened to his last one, and you'll hear these really good songs, but like it's like he's not in the state of mind enough to have like one long congruent thought. So he just can't do it.
Yeah. And it's crazy to see like a lot of the artists that came out around that time, and 21's the one leading the fucking pack.
It's weird, bro. I mean, this was the guy we were all making fun of because it's a dagger meme.
Yeah, it's a knife.
This wasn't the guy that was supposed to lead the pack on the forefront of rap. He wasn't supposed to be a top 5 biggest rapper right now.
No, and he's definitely making the case to be that. He's definitely making the case to be that. Definitely not in the same vein of rap, but kind of reminds me of like a Rick Ross where he puts out his first 2 albums and you're like, oh, this dude's cool. Then he comes with Mafia Music or Teflon, no, Mafia Music, and you like, okay, this is better. And then Teflon,
looking at his
holy shit, it's over.
Yeah, I'm looking at his freshman class. That is fun. That's actually a good comparison because that is how it was with Rick Ross. I was like, yeah, shit's good.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Okay, he's actually gonna be around forever.
Yeah.
21 Savage, 2016 freshman XXL class. We've got 21 Savage.
Yeah.
We've got Anderson .Paak still around.
Yep.
Kodak Black still around. Little Dicky, TV. Little Uzi, Little Yachty, G Herbo, Denzel Curry, Designer, and Davies. And when this came out, there was no way in the world anyone was thinking that 21 Savage was going to be the biggest out of the group.
No way.
And it's getting to the point where it's not debatable.
It's not even close to me.
If Little Uzi didn't have such a crazy cult fan base, I would say it's not even close.
Yeah, and even like a Uzi, like the shit got a little like, all right, yeah, we know you nice, but this shit is getting stagnant. Like, we know you can rap, we know you can make good songs, you can make the club records, the pop records, but what we heard on Love Is Rage, we not hearing that shit no more. And granted, we don't want him to go back to his old shit, but let us see the growth. Where's the growth at?
I mean, that being said, he did just have that big ass song last year.
Yeah, but again, you're not about to be like, that's back to Most Def. That's hip hop. Like that's some hip hop. Like that 21 album is hip hop. You following a story. Like a lot of artists that kill me is they can't even stay on topic half the time.
Yeah, that's probably like
bar, and then the next bar is completely different, and nothing wrong with it because I like these songs as well. But it's just like when an artist can stay on topic for a whole, let alone a whole song, or just a verse, you like, damn, okay, I like that. When they can do it for a whole song and then not get old and tiring, you like, yeah, that's some ill shit right there.
Yeah, I probably like Kodak the most out of this group, but I mean, I don't know. But yeah, 21's probably my favorite. Anderson .Paaks are pretty good as well.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all good. They got some good ones. The only flops out of here, like I've never listened to Denzel Curry, so I don't really know about him. But Davies definitely didn't progress like you thought he would, and Designer definitely didn't do anything.
Yeah, we thought they.
The rest of these guys, to their credit, it's 8 years later, they're all still around in some form or fashion.
Yeah, Denzel Curry, I think he did put an album out last year.
He's signed to MMG now, right? Or CMG, one of the two. CMG, I think.
Don't get me to lie.
Yeah, I think he signed to CMG last year.
Yeah, don't get me to lie. When was the last time you was excited for an album? If ever.
I think 21 Savage is the first album I actually knew it came out on a day, and I went to listen to it on the first day.
Mm.
But that's just because like when they did the little movie trailer shit, I really liked the song on the movie trailer.
Because I was thinking, probably like high school era and before, when music was about to come out, it was an excitement around this shit.
I don't think that shit was up until a little while ago.
Yeah, because I mean, when anything was coming, when 50 was coming out, excitement. Jeezy first album, album up until
when Meek dropped Championships, I was like waiting for that to come out.
Yeah, only album I could think of in the last like 2-3 years was the Kendrick album. When I'm like, damn, I can't wait to hear this shit.
Nah, Championships for sure.
Championship. That's what 2018, 19.
Because he had just got out of jail. It was his first project out of jail. Everybody was waiting for that shit, though.
We was waiting for it, but I'm thinking about the last one I was.
And then he dropped that shit, and then it had the "What's Free" with Jay-Z on it.
Yeah,
come on, dog. Everybody.
And I always debate people with this because a lot of people try to say that was his classic. I'm like, it's not a classic. Great songs on there, but I feel like if he would have cut like
the second half off,
5 to 6 off, yeah. Classic album. But he just had some shit on there. I'm just like, why the fuck is this on? Like, why is this on there with What's Free? Why
is definitely got some club shits on there where it's like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, didn't need that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. What else did I have?
Stephen A. and Whitlock.
Oh yeah, you could do Stephen A. I'm fine with that.
Stephen A. and Whitlock, they went crazy. To sum it all up, Whitlock has been taking jabs at Stephen A. for a couple years now. Let Stephen A. tell it he hasn't responded or whatever. But I guess the final straw was Whitlock came out and said Stephen A.'s lying about his book, lying in his book, lying saying he wrote his book, saying how could you do what you said you did in college as far as scoring and you only played one game, but it says you played 19 games. You're a fucking liar, blah, blah. Stephen A. comes back, calls this man a fat bastard. Funniest shit is when Stephen A. goes in and calls this motherfucker a bitch. I've never heard
this motherfucker call him a fat bitch.
Yeah.
A fat bitch is crazy.
You bitch. I like emphasis on the bitch. Like Stephen A. going crazy. And I'm like, oh shit. Like this motherfucker mad as shit right now. And I guess the question is it worse when people in your field or your peers are hating, or is it like outside? Because I feel like you could close the outside ones. Like you don't even know what the fuck I do. Like
I don't know anybody that likes Jason Whitlock.
Nobody likes Jason Whitlock. He's like the worst human being.
You know what's a funny joke? Stephen A. just says funny shit. Like he's also like an idiot as well. But Stephen A. posted a video yesterday, and he's got a turtleneck on with a hoodie, and.
Oh yeah, we ain't vouching for what the fuck Stephen A. be wearing.
Like you're in the crib with a turtleneck and a hoodie over it.
Like granted, the video was funny as shit. You talking about the one with the Cowboys?
Yeah.
That was the funniest shit I've seen in the video.
But how he says it is funny too, because he just hops on that video and he goes, "This brother ain't gonna have no pallbearers at his funeral."
Yo,
because that's a wild zinger. Like, yo, when you die, nobody likes you enough to carry your corpse to your fucking gravesite. Like, that's how much you're hated. You won't have people to carry your dead body. And it's crazy because I was watching some of the zingers and shit, and the dude was like, "How can you average 1.5 points if you only played one game and blew your knee out? You played 9 games. Here's the John, so and so, so and so."
Yeah,
like Whitlock's it is a fat bitch, so I would agree. And also, like, more time that goes by, the more funny it is. LeVar Ball said that shit. And everybody was mad at him for it. Only thing Jason Whitlock can tell me about is snacks. That's funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious. And they tried to kill him for that shit.
That's a funny joke. Like,
they tried to kill him for that shit. I mean, Whitlock has never been I don't think liked by anybody. Apparently he was a good writer, but I mean, at what point was we wasn't really in the business of reading sports articles.
Yeah, Jason Whitlock. We can, yeah. Jason Whitlock doesn't appeal to my demo.
No.
He appeals to a different kind of white man.
Yeah.
His demo is white man, though.
Yeah.
You betrayed me. Did you tell the folks that? You bitch. Did you tell them? You fat piece of shit. Did you tell them that? Got the names. Got Jamel Hill. We got Howard Bryant. You want me to bring up the other writers that would have?
Hey, man, top tier.
Did you tell the folks that?
Top tier entertainment. And luckily, we get Stephen A. off of ESPN. Could you imagine what these people would be like without the mouse over their head, man?
Dog, that's funny.
Pure
shit,
entertainment right there. As real as Stephen A. is being in that moment,
that's some funny
pure
shit.
entertainment.
You bitch.
You bitch. You fat piece of shit.
Oh man. Wrap it up. NBA YoungBoy beefing with Charlamagne the God. Who the fuck listens to this kid? Yeah, we're really getting old.
We're getting old because nobody in our age group that I know of is blasting YoungBoy.
And this song was just corny as shit too. I'm like, what the fuck is? And why are you so upset? You said you're not. NBA YoungBoy did an interview with Damn, who did he do it with?
I seen dude, the bootleg Kev.
Bootleg Kev, that's who it was. He's sitting at the couch and he's got one of his kids. I think he has 11 kids, something like that.
I know it's a lot.
Yeah, he's got like 11 kids, and one of the kids is crawling on him. And Bootleg Kev mentions, "Hey man, you're a good father. You're a really good father. You like you're really into fatherhood." And NBA YoungBoy goes, "I'm not big on it. I'm not big on fatherhood. Like, pretty much the only reason they're in here is because you're here. Like, I'm usually locked in on my music. And so and so." And Charlamagne the God gave him Donkey of the Day and says, "How the fuck can you have 10 kids and you're not big on fatherhood?" It's weird. Damn. That's weird. It's a weird thing to say.
Damn.
And NBA YoungBoy responds by making a diss track saying he's gonna smack Charlamagne with the Drake. Come to Gravedigger Mountain. Here's the other shit too: is like, don't threaten me if I have to come to your house for you to kill me.
Yeah, what are we talking about at this point?
How scary can that be? You come to my house and I'm gonna shoot you. Okay.
Ain't he on like house arrest or something?
He hasn't been able to leave the crib in like 3 years, bro.
That's just the young shit that we don't even be caring about no more. Because it's like, this shit don't even make sense.
It's just weird. Like, come to my house and I'm going to kill you. Well, why would I come to your house?
Yeah. What's the
you can't and you can't leave the house. So what is scary about this?
And what does Charlamagne have to prove by going to see YoungBoy? What did Charlamagne get out of that?
And why are we arguing about fatherhood if you just said you're not into
it? Yeah.
What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, I'm not understanding. Last time I was listening to, because I thought, again, he another artist I thought was gonna be something. Well, he is something because he has a whole generation of kids following him. But
Outside Today, I really like that song.
Yeah, it was a tape called 38 Baby, and I'm like, oh, this boy about to come take over the game. Granted, he took the game over in his own right, but it wasn't the way that I seen shit going. And I tapped out probably 2 tapes after that because I was like, bro, I don't know what direction this is, but I can't listen to this shit.
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Interesting, dude. Want to do random thoughts?
Yeah, random. We could go random thoughts. I followed Janae Eiko on Instagram, and she posted the Coachella flyer. And take it back to the whole podcast, basically about hip hop. It looked like Coachella phasing out hip hop, man. Can't lie. The Coachella lineup looking a little light on the hip hop side of things, because I'm pulled it back up. I'm looking again. Only people I see on here that's hip hop, and I could probably use both hands naming them. As far as I know, and we got Uzi Vert, we got Ken Carson, newer guy. I'm not sure if you're too familiar with him. We got Tyler the Creator, we got Ice Spice. We could say Blast, but he more of an R&B guy.
We got Doja.
She on the third day. We got Doja Cat. We got Lil Yachty. We got Nav and Coil Ray. But I don't know if it's gonna be a topic sooner or later, but those names I just named, that's it.
You know, I didn't realize Coachella wasn't like Firefly. It's supposed to be just hip hop.
No, not never. They got all genres, but I'm saying this year it looked like a point to be like, this ain't a hip hop festival. They not gonna be all through this shit. Y'all gonna get about 7, 8 of these motherfuckers, and that's it.
Mm,
And it look like they phasing them out. And I'm sure this will be a bigger topic when people see the lineup. But I'm like, damn, is this a way of saying this ain't what Coachella is, or is it more so hip hop ain't the biggest thing moving? Because when we mentioned Coachella, we mentioned damn near the biggest music festival of the year, and it's celebrated like that as well. And to see, I mean, granted, 2 of the headliners are hip hop, but when you got about 8 people out of 3 days of performances hip hop / rap, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking at last year's, and I want to say it was probably 25% hip hop.
Yeah, this one is about 10, if that.
Yeah,
it's pretty light, but like I said, man, I don't know if they make it if they making a point with this, or if this just because it's not how they was moving. Not for the past 10 years, they wasn't moving like this. This is a little different though. I'm curious to see what people would think about Coachella after this list or lineup is digested. But yeah, that's my random thought.
You know what's funny? My random thought here. I was on the internet earlier and I saw Elton John got, I think, like what's that shit called? Mm-hmm. It's when you get an award, but it's an award for everything.
Lifetime achievement.
Epcot, not an Epcot. It's a
EGOT.
What is it?
EGOT, when you win the Grammy, Oscar, and the
Tony. Yep. Elton John got that. So anyway, they're posting on the internet, and his husband, I think, had won one of the Johns at the awards yesterday, and he's giving a speech. And I think like Shade Room posted it, or like one of them, like, congrats to Elton John, so and so. And I'm reading the comments, and this is why I hate the internet as well. Because these motherfuckers is like, see, this is what's happening with society now. Like, all of a sudden, everybody gay.
Oh, that's crazy. Elton John been gay.
Yo, like, Elton John
been gay since like the 80s, right?
Like, Elton John might have been the first gay, dog.
Facts.
What is we talking about?
Facts. Elton John been out of here.
You know, at first I'm like, that's a dumbass comment. Then, like, I'm keep scrolling and they're all there like, damn, what they mean husband? What the fuck? I'm like, yo, it's Elton John. Dog.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, if we don't know who Elton John is by now, like, that just goes to show you who the fuck on the internet.
I promise you, it's not Target getting Elton John, dog.
No.
I promise you that.
Nah, the LGBTQ community ain't.
Elton has been around way before they started doing the fucking LGBTQ, all that shit, dog.
Elton John been rainbowed out. They got relaxed. he been wild.
That shit had me kicking.
Yeah.
All right. That's views from a chair.
Till next time.